Not hard to find a cable here. It's hard to find the cable.
The cable.
Yeah. Funny cables. Hence the cabled ocean observatory.
Still paying out.
Roger.
And I think it's in year 12 now. I think the first public instrument
They started in what? Oh,
November
right
2009.
Yeah.
They actually turned some of the
Stuff
instruments
on
on in September.
Yeah. I was supposed to be in Samoa that September. Glad I wasn't, but
Yeah. Yeah.
some of the places I knew were irretrievable.
This is a funny question from one of our viewers. While we're riding out the storm, will some of us be doing stand-up comedy in the evenings, or maybe 3-act plays? Maybe teach a class on ROVs?
You know, in the mapping legs, we frequently have an afternoon lecture that people give. But
We
Yeah,
could
those can be neat.
I mean, we have so many experts on here. We could do some master classes.
Each department has some maintenance tasks that we try and attack that list with when we get a chance. Oh, or
How are the autos
got
doing?
A bunch of stuff.
Good.
Video's got a lot of stuff to do.
Struggling on
I
the
nominate
bit.
when
Adrian
it's
for
light,
stand-up comedy night, though.
Yeah.
Is
could-
always overcorrecting, right?
Yeah. See what happens if I give it more.
I use all the energy I have dive logging.
Looks like it's getting all the juice.
like,
beans.
Do dive logging dad mom jokes.
Yeah.
just noticed that after I clicked.
I'll start
OK.
brainstorming.
Yeah, went from 98 to 100 was the difference there.
Oh yeah, that can drive above the joy gain. You can joy gain whatever you want, and that'll do whatever it wants.
Yeah. 33. Sorry, 20 off the deck. 20 to go south. Start going over
Coming
towards
down
the
more.
IP here soon. Here, I'll try and do it 3, see what happens. Bang, bang, bang. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and look at your hydraulic pressure. Yeah. Sucking
Okay,
all the juice.
Can't do that.
You can, you just move more slowly.
Yeah, it's struggling on the head too.
That's not me.
That's the cable. Okay, going manual.
Yeah, Ashley, you looking forward to recovering some lava tube traps later today?
Yeah, we've got 2 that we recovered that have been down here for about a year. We won't actually look at them today. Those don't get analyzed until they get back in the lab, unfortunately. But
Oh, okay.
yeah, it should be exciting once we
Do we
get
need
a
to store
chance to
those?
see.
Do we need to store those away in the freezer? Are we gonna?
I don't know that they have to go in the freezer. I think they just get pulled out and wrapped up.
How about our plume samples?
Our what samples?
Plume samples. We take some plume samples?
Oh,
Put some
that
plume samples.
is getting.
I don't know if we took any.
I don't know that we.
samples.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
We took 1 Niskin, but I don't think that it was.
That's to fill some of the gas tights.
Oh, okay. That was not on my watch. let's see.
So
So-
we didn't take a plume sample. That's still.
We did it like 1,300 meters down, so I wouldn't call it a plume sample so much.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
think Steve's working on those for somebody else, and the plume samples are for some sort of chemical analysis,
Okay.
I believe, but I don't know a ton about what's happening with them.
Okay.
Ashley, did you see the story about whatever that fish was that Mbari just imaged?
The whalefish.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was cool.
What about a whalefish?
Mbari just imaged one with their ROV.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
The
Which is
whalefish?
which is really cool because they're really, really rare.
Got cables and bubble.
And so we don't even
Yeah,
have very many
according to
museum
this-
specimens.
Who imaged it?
I think
There's
you
something
went.
on my
Monterey Bay
left.
Aquarium
Yeah,
Research.
You may have
something on my
gone
right.
past it.
No, that if you look at our sonar, Nico, there's
Yeah.
something on my right, something on my left, and a cable under me.
Oh, then it would be on your left if you're still. Are you facing north?
Yeah, it's supposed to
Yeah,
be on
so
my
it
left.
should be on your left.
Yeah.
And we're going to the north side of it, so let's
Wasn't the,
let's move a bit forward because it looks like we're stretching out that cable pretty good.
Yeah, I am. Pulling on it, trying to get enough slack to get over there.
Wasn't the
20
the
meters
article
short.
was like the fish changed its morphology throughout its life, and so now
Yes.
they realized that they've actually seen it more than they thought.
Oh, no kidding.
Can you
Um,
step forward north? Because this should be the south side of the junction box, and so we really don't need to be pulling on it this hard.
Roger.
I didn't get past the headline. to be
According
honest.
to my, oh, there it is. I got it.
Yeah, so those whale fishes,
Bubble.
not only do they change shape throughout their life, like most fishes do, they have different life stages that if we collect like a larval fish that doesn't look like the adult, then we don't necessarily
Right under
always
me
know
now,
what it belongs
Nico.
to.
There's your junction box in the bubble. Yeah.
Roger.
So you want to be on the north side of it.
Copy. Coming around on the north.
But whale fishes are also really sexually dimorphic, meaning that the males and females look drastically different from one another. So we have a lot of instances where we have called these fish two different species, but they're actually the same species,
Just
just
male
different,
and female, yeah.
just male or female. And so we're starting to figure out more about that now that we have advanced our genetic knowledge of them. So that's pretty cool too.
Kind of like ducks.
Kind of like what?
Ducks.
Ducks?
Yeah,
Yeah, they look very different.
the male and female.
Oh, male. I thought you meant about our genetic knowledge of ducks.
Yeah,
Like,
we know nothing
I don't
about
know about
ducks.
that.
It's so rarely observed.
Dan, how you doing?
Good. You want to play it?
Ollie's back.
What's that?
Ollie's
Gauges.
back.
I see that. It's hovering. What's that? We're done. We're there. Instrument platform right there. Cable right there.
Isn't that another hour?
I'm back.
Oh, yeah, you have your meeting you have to go to. What time is it?
10 o'clock.
Have you pulled some of this cable
Dan, you wanna
alongside
just
the
get
junction
kicked out in
box
half
now?
an hour?
Not really. You want to see it? So that's it. You can
there's
see it in
not a-
bubble. See it there?
Okay, yeah.
It's laying there, perfect little service loop.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna come back up and make a service loop. Where would
Let's
you like the service loop?
let's keep it on the left side,
Roger, left
away
side.
from that whole bundle of cables there.
Copy, copy. You want to, can you tilt right back down with, all right,
Yeah.
Doink, doink. Making a service loop. What's on the agenda after this, Nico?
Well, we're going to check out the BARS device at Sanya Village. That did have a fairly dramatic drop in temperature. We're wondering
Where?
if it's just fallen out or...
I don't know where that.
It's
where's
right.
that
It's
village?
really right next to us. It's
Oh yeah, and then we're going to.
and then we're just gonna make sure that this device didn't get pulled in any ways. The one that we're moving the cables for.
Roger.
And then some decisions are being made downstairs about whether it's time to recover or we have time for more tasks, because
Yes, the
we
decisions.
will be done our dive plan.
Copy.
What does the BARS acronym stand for?
It's benthic and resistivity sensor.
Benthic and sorry, say that again. Benthic and
Resistivity sensor. Resistivity.
Resistivity. Say that 3 times fast.
No kidding.
That.
That's why we say bars.
Yeah.
She's firecracker late. But
We're going to recover soon, it sounds like.
yeah, we want to get home.
You could turn them off for now.
We're going to pull Argus to the surface. That's the goal.
I'm just going to come real close here because I don't want to land on the cable. Like, beautiful service loop here. And I'll back up while I'm landing. Which connector is it, Nico?
Oh, it's that one.
The dust cap, number
The
2.
empty one.
Roger.
So we can leave this in the Fletcher.
If you said the orange one, I was going to be like, we're going to be here forever.
You want to, should be a good delta there because we're really close. Yeah.
So is anybody colorblind on your team?
Hold on, Greg. I'm not.
No.
There is another ROV
settled
that
in
we
there.
used
Terrible.
out here that if it had an issue at one point. When you tilted the camera, the colors would go out 180.
Oh no.
So these would all turn blue, and the blue
Oh,
ones
no.
would turn orange.
You want to put
Maybe
Mango
that would
down
be
on the rock?
useful in some situations when you're looking for something.
I can't get it
Put the
to.
Magnum down on the rock. Give you another point of contact.
At least we don't have any optical illusions. Like that blue dress, gold dress.
No, no, no.
Yeah, but down here you have some blue cables, some orange cables. That'd be bad.
Yeah. 3-point contact. Beautiful. Okay, Oliver, you want it? I'm out. Thank you very much, everyone. That was a blast.
That was fun, wasn't it?
It's been a pleasure, Greg. It's been a pleasure.
I mean, he's just an ROV pilot. He's not the band on the Titanic.
Your dust cap is dusty.
Have a good one.
All right, and we're good to plug this in?
Yes, you get to plug that in.
Welcome on board, Oliver.
Hi, guys.
He's on. Got Oliver on deck, piloting now.
Oliver, you know
Hold your
about
breath.
Hold
You know
your
about
breath.
the ego inflator on your pilot chair over there, Oliver?
Yeah, he knows
Yeah.
about it. He doesn't
What?
need it, though.
No.
What?
An ego inflator?
Ego inflator.
Yeah,
Oh.
other,
It's
other
off
side
on
of the
your
chair.
No, it's big enough. Remember, I have 3 children. My ego is constantly torn down every day.
Yes. Yep. You know that Mark Twain quote about his parents being stupid?
Oh, yeah. We're the
So
stupidest
good.
parents in the world.
Yeah.
landed just wrong. I've got a clear shot in bubble.
It's not behind the sample bar.
Is the ship kind of still midway in between our two junction box platforms? Would we be able to head to that
It is, yeah.
in the
I
midpoint?
placed it. I tried to place it right in between there for you.
Perfect. Yeah, I'd like to go to that instrument at the midpoint before we go to Sanya Village, because Steve is not quite back yet, and it's a good opportunity.
Roger.
Oh, bit off there.
Yeah, we should have enough tether to reach there from without moving the ship.
Excellent.
I'm gonna look down for a moment. I'm gonna adjust the grip.
I feel like we've gotten this question before, probably from the same person. How many arms and lights does Hercules have? Well, it does have 2 arms, and I believe up to 14 lights. Is that correct?
I'd have to do a count.
Because it's configurable, we
Video,
can take
you wanna
off
zoom
some
in?
and add
Coming
some
in.
on. I think a maximum of 14.
Get a little bump.
A little bit more. Perfect.
Coming in
Okay.
more. Right there. A little exposure.
Oh yeah, look at that view right
Can't
there.
see the things, but I'll be a line.
That help?
Oh. Oh.
You know, with all this technology down here, we never really do give proper credit to the label maker.
Label maker.
Yeah,
Yep.
these labels have stuck on. And
What would
some
we
of
do
the
without
super
these
harsh
labels?
conditions.
We didn't have a J01, J02 here. We'd be SOL.
It'd be
Something's not
handy
right.
above these is a little bike mirror.
You're just angled a bit high still.
Video push in.
Yep, going in
Hold
and
on.
holding.
Okay. Come back out.
Yeah.
Oof.
Oh,
Sorry. Jeez.
just make it seem like it's my fault. Nobody
There you go.
knows who's doing it.
Right in the middle.
Right, your index is on the bottom. Or out.
Yep.
Like that?
That's good.
Okay.
There.
That looks good.
There we go.
Nice.
Okay.
Okay, I'm pretty sure
Look
I
at
saw
that.
the latches go in there, but let's just
I'm
do
gonna
a
come out full wide, okay?
Full wide.
You want to zoom in on bubble? We'll do a...
bubble zoom. Looks good.
Nice work, Greg. Nice work.
All right. And then we're just following that cable back.
Yes, we're going to follow that cable back. It
Do
should
we
be
wanna
midway in
put
between the two junction boxes.
Dust cap and parking place away. Nico, do we want to put the dust cap and parking place away?
Yes, let's put that away.
Yes, for our viewer at home, the color stripes on the arm are for white balancing the camera. That is
And for
absolutely
reference,
correct. And
the red,
for
green, blue
reference
ones.
points as well, too.
Yeah, I want this in
camera. help us with
the
getting
box?
the perfect
Yes.
imaging.
Yeah,
Box, please.
camera back, tool tray out.
Yeah. Camera back to tray out.
What are you multitasking?
Stick it in there, man.
I was actually working with a vehicle that did invert the color, so they got me to start putting those on manipulators.
That did what?
Yeah,
Invert
I'm going to grab this one. And
Putting
it's
those
gonna
red,
go
green,
in the-
blue
Might as well,
electrical
eh?
tape on the manips,
Mm-hmm.
just so they don't ever appear in a different order.
What is the different order change?
Well, if suddenly you looked up and you saw blue, green, red,
Mm-hmm.
you would know that you've inverted your chrominance phases.
All right.
Okay. Anything else to go in?
Nope. I
No,
think
that
that's
looks
it.
good.
Okay. Tool tray in. Camera out. Right, we're following the cable we just plugged in, yeah?
That's right.
All right.
Should be fairly easy to see where that's going.
Fairly easy.
Yeah, if we don't lose it in the first
Famous
piece.
last words.
No,
So,
there's
I think
there's only
the
a couple running north. The rest of these are, most of these are just
I think
kind
it's
of in
that one.
loops hanging out here waiting
It's the
for
one straight under me, isn't it?
instruments.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
If you just turn around, we'll be able to know which one it is.
Okay.
We'll call this our halftime dive game for our viewers watching at home. See if you can follow the cable.
Yep.
The one that we just plugged in. Second one to the left. We're going to follow that all the way to the end.
There's a music video in the
Seriously?
80s by John Fogerty where they follow the microphone or an amplifier cable through an
Okay,
entire
so I haven't
bayou.
gone cross-eyed. I'm following this guy, yeah?
This reminds me of that.
That's right.
Okay, cool.
I'll be just off comms for 1 second.
Is that white thing tie wrap? Ashley, can we just call these spider crabs, or do you have some better descriptor?
Yeah, I think these are a big spider crab.
Pretty sure that they can detect vibration on the bottom like kilometers away, because when we drop a big package down here,
Yeah.
we'll usually is swarmed by them shortly after that.
It was also plugged into a junction box at a different location.
Got you in Argus.
Okay, am I going to have enough scope to get to where I'm going?
Yeah, you should have
should.
plenty.
Maybe.
Morning, Chris.
How's it going?
Good, man.
Yeah. Brado?
We are slowly following our cable all the way back. Are we going to have to maneuver the end of this cable closer to our box when we get to the end here? Or is it already in place?
Going on here?
Yeah, the other end is actually already connected to the instrument. We were just moving it from one junction box to another to free up a port, because we have a lot going on in the north junction box and not as much going on in the
So we
south
just wanna see
junction
if that
box.
guy got dragged at all.
Is this in a drilled
Is that
hole?
all? We just want to have a look at this?
Yeah.
You happy?
Yeah, Let's take a look at that bend coming off of the connector at the back. Maybe if we just pull a bit of this cable towards the whole platform, it would be happier in the long run.
Looks quite bendy.
It's quite bendy.
Looks like we might just be able to grab the green grating and change the orientation.
No, we don't want to do that.
No?
No.
Isn't the instrument off on the left?
And I think there's a BPR on here, and then all of our data stewards will need new headings and yada yada.
I'm just saying that to get Raina to start typing in chat.
Yeah, that looks like it got pulled a little, but the platform wouldn't have moved. It is dug in there. I just want to get that cable a bit less tight.
Okay.
Can I take a peek at that? I think that's probably happier.
I am happy there.
Okay.
All right. We're actually going to be heading back down south to that bars location. That should be about, I don't know, maybe 30 or 40, maybe 30 meters east of that junction box.
Can
Chris,
I just,
do you have a mark for that?
can I just get a position, position confirmation and heading for that instrument?
For the bars?
Yeah.
No, this
Or for the
one.
seismometer, yeah.
For this thing that we just
This thing that we're just at, yes.
Right, okay.
Before you leave.
Yeah.
We'd already left for the head-in, but you can get a position from here. Oh, and a head-in.
All right.
That, what I think is pillow basalt at the top of the frame has cracked in the shape of a sea star.
Do you want me to line up on it so you can get the heading?
That's good enough heading, I think. Heading 260 it was when you were stable for a second, and Chris can get you a position.
Yeah.
235.
235, yeah. Thank you.
All right, and the position is on the screen.
Awesome, thanks.
Okay.
Now you guys can leave.
No worries.
Now you can leave.
Oh, can I grab that again, Chris? Sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
No worries.
There you go.
So Adrian, in C-tube, you don't have the ability to integrate the ROV positional information and just have that annotated as part of the log entries automatically?
No, unfortunately, we get all of the raw data after the expedition and ingest it. We don't get it in real time.
Right.
but hopefully in the future we can.
Yeah, that would be something that seems pretty easy to bring in.
Coming back up.
Does require a little advanced integration with our computer networks, but
Be great for sure. Thanks, Chris. Got it.
Ollie, from here, you probably want to take up a heading of 167, so we can make it to that other sensor.
I get you to actually just spin around the other way.
Hmm?
Yeah. Do a
Yeah.
loop-de-loop.
Okay, I'm going to be off comms for a little bit, but Steve is going to direct you with what he would like to see at the bars when you arrive there. Chris, did you find a location for it?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Perfect.
Okay. Somewhere over this way.
Yep, looks like you're headed pretty much right at it. There's a cable, that's probably it.
I think
far
I see
off
3
on the
cables, so
left, yeah, there's one on the left, one on the right, straight ahead, probably one behind you.
We following the cables again?
yeah, it's a new nav strategy according to Chris.
Yeah.
He just laid the maps out for us already.
Straight ahead. Follow the
See
cable.
floor of
Follow the cable
cables.
to the left, maybe?
To the left.
Yeah, the bright green one there.
Gotcha.
Sea floor full of cables.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go, Ashley.
Found a ray.
Skate.
Skate.
Jinx.
So for our viewers tuning in, you could always head over to
Just setting her up,
Nautilus
you know. Throwing some-
Live.org page. Check out our
Set.
channels 1, 2, and 3
Bam.
feeds. We are currently at our main Endeavour site, which has been absolutely amazing. We've been performing a number of tasks. We've unloaded a tool basket filled
Is
with
this
a
what
number
we're
of
looking for?
instruments and additional tools.
It's about in the spot. I don't know what it's supposed to look like, though.
What are we
Delivered
looking
cables to multiple different locations.
Well, it just got
Oh, look at that smoking.
Oh, yeah, I think this is it. This is supposed to have a temperature probe in the...
Yeah.
Right there, I believe
So
we're
this
right
must
now
be
at
it.
our bars device.
The bars is on its side.
Did we bring a poker with us?
We were instructed we didn't need it for this dive, and so it is secured on the vehicle, tucked away in the back.
Did you mean a poker or temp probe?
A reamer.
Ah,
Yeah.
no, we
Look
don't
at
need
that.
that.
Something to poke that to see what is that hard. So if
Look
we
at
go
that
around to
vent
the other
right
side to take a look at so what has happened? Unfortunately, I can never get plotting utility to work when I want it to work. Here, so I'm relying on shore. I don't know who's on shore. Adrian, who's on shore? Who's on
Damien.
first?
Damien's on shore.
Everybody who's not on the boat.
Yeah.
Can you? Yeah. Can you pull up plotting utility? My plotting utility is just giving me a big old blank. So if we go around to the other side, to look where that probe is being inserted, I want to see how it's connected in there. So what happened over about a 3 or 4 day period is that it went for a 280 degree sort of temperature down to about 80 to 90 degrees, I think. I don't know where it sits now, but we were
So you want to see the probe going into the...
yeah, we
the
want to
stack there.
see
Okay.
what's happening here. It kind of looks like what's happened is that the plumbing decided to go and avoid the probe, and before that mound that you see that it's all white was like feathered dust, and now it looks a little bit harder actually. I'm not exactly sure what to do.
Yeah, I don't think we have anything we can use for reaming on the vehicle.
It's quite the crab.
Steve, when was this probe placed?
I think it was not last year, probably the year before, so 2019,
Oh, really?
or maybe the year before, but it's been lasting for a long time.
What are we expecting to collect from this probe here at this
Temperature.
Temperature and resistivity and
Watch behind you.
Yeah, I see it.
heat potential. So I don't know, did anybody get anything back from Damien? He's on it?
Damien is on it. He's just contacting.
I mean, for some reason, I don't know what's going on with plotting utility for me.
Yeah, Damien has been busy on shore, so he was just contacting John. So he's now going to pull up the plotting utility for bars.
So I'm guessing what's happened is that, yeah, the plumbing has gone from, maybe if you,
Well, bouncy, huh?
So Steve, what are you
Doesn't
thinking is
wanna
happening
sit
here?
there. We need to go and get
Yeah.
somewhere.
Maybe just a little bit that way.
Yeah.
the plumbing is not where the thing is now.
So the temp sensor is no longer really in the main flow.
Right.
Gotcha.
So
Not
the
in the main
next thing
flow.
to find out is whether that's a big, soft, fluffy thing or hard as rock thing. We can touch the, you got knives, I think.
Yep.
I'm going to guess hard as rock.
It looks pretty hard.
Stay.
You can throw on auto
we-
head too.
Huh?
Throw on auto head. Might help.
Would we want to
Do-
reinsert this probe at all? Or are we going to have to?
I might have
Do
been.
you guys have
touching.
a temperature probe handy?
No, that's what's tucked away and told we weren't needing for this dive.
But we're going to do this. I guess, I don't know what happened there. Miscommunication.
So we have a separate temperature probe on board Herc right now?
Yeah,
I don't-
we do, but there's
It's measuring
we only have
I don't
one.
know
but
how
that's
it's
stuck in the
attached, so I don't know how if
Is it-
we can get it.
There's a pretty complex dive plan that tells us what instruments are needed on each dive.
Yeah.
While we're set down here, can we get a
Can I
close
turn
shot
on
of
the
the vent?
porch?
Can you reach it from here?
I think so.
The T-bar, just give it a touch it or something.
Just poke it with the
I mean,
stick.
it'll sort of give us an idea of what our strategy is, whether we pull it out. You can't, like, it's got a ceramic tip, so then
Video
it
push
do-
in.
you don't
coming
want to
in.
pull it out into the cold water.
Yeah, because
But I don't even know what the temperature is right now because I had this up and running, and now it's no longer running.
So we're not currently collecting data from this, Mars?
No, it is. It's just
Yeah,
you
we are. We're
can't
just not.
access it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Damien is reporting it's very slow on shore as well, so he will get back to us as soon as he can.
And tap. Taps.
Solidified.
It's pretty solid.
Yep.
Yeah.
Can you
So
tap
that
the
would
chip?
mean like a complete kind of. So,
Try to tilt up just a little bit.
so that's a bit of work,
There you go. Ed,
Nico,
have
right?
fun.
This is like recovery and then redeployment. If we have time.
Get back down just a little.
Nico's not here.
Nico's not
There we go.
there.
That's perfect.
Oh, okay.
Oh, he just entered.
And
Yeah,
I don't see any particularly good large holes there. I see a lot of little holes.
Yeah, it's
So
not
the
one big hole
reamer,
at the
the
top.
reamer is necessary to get back in there. Otherwise, you're just going to break the. So the reamer is just basically a piece of rebar the size of the nozzle, and you just bash it in there to
Yeah, I see
make the hole.
5, maybe 6 holes
I
at
know.
the top.
And they're small.
Yeah.
So we're kind of.
Coming out just a little bit.
What's up, Dan?
Holding there.
Yeah, well, this might turn into a big giant,
Can you hear me?
you
Oh, now
know,
you can hear me.
smoker
Yeah.
there.
Nothing's up.
Don't you have a meeting soon?
No, I caught him now. And
Oh, perfect.
yeah, if you want out, I can sit in. If not, I'll just hang out. I wanted to see if there was any phase separation. That's the
Keep them separated.
what the scientists call it. Well, it looks like it's on fire.
There's a lot of diffuse flow out of the side too, the right side.
What's that? I don't think we can pick that up.
Oh, are you looking for a reamer?
Yeah. Sometimes there's random junk around.
Can I get just poke to the right with the camera, maybe? With the Hercules?
I could take a knife and poke at it. I don't know how well that's going to work.
They trying to recover it?
No, they want to replace it.
Oh, yeah.
So it's the whole, like, very slowly step it out, but they're also not getting quick data updates from it, so it adds to the fun.
Ollie, can I get the Hercules bumped to the right just a little bit, please?
Trying.
Yeah, Ashley, what do you
I
got
think you might be all the
rolling
way
on the
right.
side over
I
there?
am all the way right.
Oh, roger that. Thank you.
Yeah, that
could,
white stuff.
You could spin your
Is that what
heading a
you're-
little bit, probably.
Fly the ROV,
It's
not
okay.
the
I
camera.
was just trying to show them the diffuse flow, but they can see it if you bump down.
Okay, come wide.
Wide eye. Oh, wide.
It's a hard spot to land on this one because it
Just doesn't want to sit.
That mound.
has stuff. They're real close behind you. There's stuff, and
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
all the stuff behind you.
yeah,
And this.
and the pig. Yeah.
I'll move the arm out of your way.
Okay, so Steve, do you copy? Oh,
If you were going to design an
Not at the
ROV
moment,
trap,
no, he
this
You
does
would
want to
not.
try
not be a bad
zoom
way
in
to
now,
go.
Ed?
Yeah, coming in. Just even down a little more, I think.
Yeah, it's
See that right side?
Yeah, had it perfect.
I got more to go in just for yucks, but
okay, so Steve, Damien has some information for you. So
The temperature?
the temperature is 2.5 degrees Celsius. Does that make sense?
No.
Okay, so correct. Yeah, I was like, doesn't seem right.
No sense.
85 corrected temperature about 85.
And so the reference temperature is 2.5 is what he's saying?
Sorry, yes, the reference temperature is 2.5.
that makes more sense.
And then the corrected temperature is about 85, he says.
Yeah.
Oh, yep, sorry. Corrected is 85 degrees Celsius.
Right. So it's as it was before.
That's about the same as before.
play with the color real quick.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Have on the front
That's the
porch.
current temperature of this location.
So I think we're in agreement that we can't really do much here. We don't have the temperature probe. We don't have the reamer. We can pull this out and then try to jam it in the top there, but I think those holes are a lot smaller than the,
Yeah.
we've got a T-bar sitting right there right now, and we know how thin that is, right? And those holes are about the size of that T-bar.
Yep.
So the idea then now is to go back to, we know what to do here. We need certain equipment, and we are going to go back, follow all the cables back up to the north part of the thing, and we're going to fly either way you want to go. I think it's quicker to go around the blue and orange cableway to that area where we see the RAS PPS that's in the mooring, and we're going to inspect it because it stopped working. And I'm trying to make a case that we might want to deploy that RAS PPS that we have on the seafloor down below where there's lots of diffuse venting, and it's for diffuse venting, not for high temperature venting.
Okay, so head north.
That's correct.
Yep, that's the summary. Full wide.
Yeah. I had the long form, you had the short form.
So not much we can do then right now with this.
So just follow this cable,
location.
We don't have the stuff.
I don't know if you can follow that one.
We know that we don't. We don't have to replace the instrument. It's working. It's just that the plumbing changed its direction. It's coming out of, and we want to get into the hot temperature.
Oh, okay. So we know we can't.
Right, where am I going, Chris?
We're worried about disconnecting that
well.
north and
Yeah,
You should.
Well, it's a complicated job, and then there's tools to actually reinsert it, and we usually take a gas set at the time to set the base. You sort of have a baseline gas composition that the gas site gives you. Then you're measuring these other proxy measurements that you can now relate to the gas compositions. I mean, they don't look like gases right now, but they would be in 1 atmosphere. They'd be interesting gases.
That one on your left's the one
Yeah.
that we just laid. You can follow that one out.
So now we're basically going to head back up
Or one of the ones on your
investigate that the RAS PPS that's on the mooring.
Okay.
And
back towards the box.
It stopped working. So hopefully this doesn't take too long. I think it has 1 or 2 Argus movements. Maybe.
This was the last task on our objective list, actually, right? I believe inspecting the bars device at Sanya Village was the last of our objective tasks. But we may have a couple that we may get redirected to perform.
We're basically expecting to have bad weather, and now we're filling time up. But before they say, "Hey, come on up,"
hey, we gotta come up.
Pull us by the tail and start.
Yep. So for those tuning in at home, we are at the main Endeavour site. We do have some bad weather coming up, but we are completing some items here on our mission and double checking connections at various locations. We've unloaded a tool basket with a number of different instruments. We've delivered and set cables and made temporary connections to a new camera, which is at this location. And we've moved the connection of the short period seismometer as well. Just took a look at our bars device here at Sanya Village, inspecting that, make sure it's set up properly. Not much we can do as far as the changes on that right now, so we're going to leave that in as is. We have some larval tube traps that we've recovered and also deployed as well. And took some chemical samples.
What was that, Steve, what was that area we were just at? What's that called?
I call it Sanya Village. I hope it's still in there. It's at the base of Smoke and Mirrors. If we that would have been if we were tourists and wanted to really excite our.
I know.
We could have just climbed up Smoke and Mirrors, and if you want to see some flanges, you're going to get them there.
I know. I was denied last time.
And we were like maybe 3 meters away from it.
Yeah, it was right behind us. We were literally bumping into it. So we just inspected, what is that thing, a bars?
It's bars or it's it used to be called T-Res, which is, I thought, a way better name.
Mm-hmm.
You probably ran into it as T-Res.
Yeah. Sany Village?
Sanya. Sanya is a little island where we had, there's a Institute of Deep, Institute of Deep, IDSE, Science and Engineering. Institute of Deep, another D, Science and Engineering.
Hey Steve, so that
So we had a very interesting Chinese lab that had a bunch of instruments there, like 4 of them, and we just called it Sanya Village because it was all around this little guy.
Is that vent that we're just looking at where our bars was at? You said it had it kind of changed or shifted and moved.
It started growing. It's starting to harden. Yeah.
Yeah. as they continue to vent out, they'll continue to obviously form and build, right?
Well, it used to be soft. So before we'd go back and you'd touch it and it would go and fall down.
Oh, really?
Now this one it calcified, or not, it's not really calcification, but it seems like calcification. It must be sulfication, but it just turns into harder stuff. And
come down a bit for you.
Does that depend on what chemicals are being released from there?
How chemical, what timing is, where it's coming from. Is it, did it cool down?
You get right.
It might heat temporarily and then cool down for a little bit and then kind of form again and then continue heating. So it'll always be kind of shifting.
If you get right down on the dash, you can
there could be a time issue, like maybe this was a longer time and we allowed it to harden. But it looks like it changed its direction.
Strap must have come off the winch control because I can hear it.
Can you hear the buzz?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Sorry. Well, if I just touch the knob, then you don't hear it.
So
I think it's
for view at home, yes, we are currently at 2,192 meters on the seafloor here at our location at Main Endeavor.
So there is a earlier.
That's better, thank you. Ooh, look, lights.
Anchor.
You got lights in the distance, Steve.
Is that from our camera?
Yeah, they were there when we left here.
Yep.
That's from our camera, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so you can fly right to there.
Yeah. So those lights those lights you see in the distance are from the camera that we deployed. It was one of the instruments in our tool basket.
We could go do
I don't know,
a
do
quick
we currently have
selfie
views from that camera right now? You know, Agent?
We have the lights turned on, but I don't think that we're currently collecting any data from the camera quite yet.
Once we do start collecting data, is that going to be available for on Ocean Network's page for viewing, or is that just internal?
I believe so. Do you know the answer? Yeah. We should be able to watch the video from that camera.
Will be part of the live data.
C-tube.
That anybody can tune in and
yes.
Watch. Okay. Awesome.
What I really want is a selfie.
So once we do have that,
Bjorn is out there. If Will has some time right now before he settles in, because we're just transiting, Bjorn was going to look at the camera, and we can go right by the camera right now, and we can see ourselves. But Bjorn doesn't know we're going by the camera.
So yeah, so eventually that camera
or I could go. We're just.
I'll be streaming live to Ocean Network's Canada site, and
send Bjorn a message.
You will have access to be able to view that, but at the moment, not currently receiving.
See, I got to think about what our best side is. What do you think, Ollie? Port side or starboard side? Port side.
And the goal for that camera is to give us a closer look at this location here at Main Endeavor, kind of see the development and formation of some of the hydrothermal vents, and also see changes here on the seafloor at this location.
I actually think this camera's only here for
looks like it's on already.
It's going to be moved to where Tempo Mini was.
Oh, yes, right. This is a temporary location.
Tempo Mini camera to continue the time series study while Tempo Mini's being serviced.
And the Tempo Mini camera is in the same vicinity, right? Just
not really. Yeah. It's up to the right.
Can I barely hear you, Ed? What's going on here?
You're trimmed out, probably. You have SPL turned down left and right.
Oh, SPL's turned way up. Isn't there a magic reset to 0 button?
I have one over here.
So Nico is saying you guys have accomplished all the goals of the dive plan so far?
We've done, yeah.
Okay. I had SPL, that was all whack. Can I hear you now?
Test check, 1, 2, 1, 2.
Yeah, way better. Thank you.
Yeah, there's commissioning, Steve. Commissioning takes months. Bjorn could get it. Maybe. I doubt it. I don't know.
So did we wind up putting all the gas tights on the beanbag? If you see another beanbag, pick it up.
Did we just pass a bunch?
Yep.
On the right?
Huge pile of them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you mind if we grab one, Steve?
Do you need more weight? Oh, okay. I was hoping we could pick up a 45 plate.
Yeah, we can pick up the 45 later. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, feel free. Help yourself.
Steve's running
40
around trying to get
The
you a
45's
shot.
up at the up on Grotto, isn't it?
Yep.
Are we going up there anytime soon?
I thought that's where we were heading.
Okay,
Was
yeah,
in
fair enough.
towards where the RAS PPS mooring is.
Okay. So there's a weight up on the Grotto for you after you get your selfie.
I don't think, yeah.
Oh, kind of joking on the selfie. There's a orange cable you can follow, orange and a blue cable just ahead of you to the right. If I've got my
How are we
bearings
doing
right.
on time? Do we have a time to do a quick shot for them?
The rumor is
Hey, Ashley.
3 pull.
Question for you.
Maybe.
Do you know if
What's our off bottom time?
We don't have a confirmed off bottom. That's up to the grown-ups down there, but
Wonderful.
are we do we have any devices to measure the composition of chemicals near the vents?
yeah, follow those guys, I believe.
Steve would be the guy
Steve
to
would
really
know that.
really extrapolate on that, but I know that there's definitely a lot of metals coming out of the vents.
So hang on a second. Steve, can you confirm can you see HiPAC back there? Can you confirm?
Steve's not here.
Steve's not.
Steve
who's
went
here?
chasing
I'm
down,
here.
getting this
Oh,
camera
hey.
for Dan.
I've got HiPAC here.
Yeah, so we're looking for the RAS mooring?
Yeah.
Is this what you're looking for here?
No, it's up on Grotto.
No, it's up in the Grotto.
Right turn, Clyde.
MEF autonomous or AS PPS 2020.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
the
one
blue
should be there.
blue cable's a good.
Oh,
route.
autonomous PPS RAS 2020. Got it. All right.
Yeah, there's an orange one off to the right side of that rock. You can follow it. It's straighter. Mike laid the blue one. I laid the orange one. But Mike was flying a
Bridge nav
giant
5
oceaneering
meters
ROV.
060.
Roger. Yeah. It'll curve around Grotto, which is to your left. So the structure's to your left.
Oh, Mike
They'll
did
come around
Temple
and
Mini
come
with
up the hill.
the Millennium.
I believe so. That's the rumor.
Yeah, I have some video of that deployment.
It's at like 150 horsepower sub.
Yeah.
The cable is 1.5 inches in diameter.
They're all 150s now. That's a little one. The ones the size of Herc have a 150 in them.
It's got a good WW. It's got a good wrestling name too.
If you come down and give Will a look at that cable where it goes under that rock on your way. That was the only concern there. It was kind of...
Oh, that's the one you guys just laid.
Yeah, it's kind of tucked up under that rock there, but other than that, it looked all right.
These oilies are pretty durable. I don't know if we'd do any good by trying to move it.
No, just wanted to show you.
I think I've only ever seen one of them that's deflated at depth.
Yeah. Is that
Yeah, you keep chasing
Cascadia?
it around to the
Yeah,
right.
yeah, that flat one.
The one we're supposed to be replacing this cruise. It's part of our cable A objectives with the cable ship.
Polychaete.
What's the latest on that?
Sorry, Maynard.
cobble ship?
I didn't mean to stop answering your question.
Oh, no. No, that's fine.
So yesterday Steve got some plume water. So they took five Niskins directly in the plume.
Okay.
Good black smoky water.
Yeah.
And he's running it through some filters right now for an experiment with Dr. Sarah Slotsnik at Dartmouth College, and Dr. Lawrence Coogan at the University of Victoria. They're looking at the magnetic minerals that are formed